Welcome to this week's JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week, brought to you by NetLink Sports, the preferred court provider of the JVA.
Okay, so the first what if moment we're going to go through, so they have to have an answer, right? They have to have belief. If they don't have an answer to the question is what if it's tight, how can I score? How can they believe in themselves? How can they control the game? All right, so we're going to toss it tight. All right, and a lot of people talk about swiping. I'm going to take you through how I teach it, because it's easy to say, oh, swipe it. Well, yeah, but what does that look like? How do I learn that? How do I teach that? So we're going to start out. You're just going to hold and push. Your goal is do your approach, push it into the block, and then catch it back. We're not going to swipe yet. So a lot of the misconceptions here, and you guys can go, I'm going to keep talking, push it in and hold, and then catch it yourself. All right, and I want it to hold. Can I see the ball real quick? I want you to feel push and hold. I want you to really push on it. All right, so it's stopping for a second and then catch. Okay, you can be in the net, that's fine. All right, so we got to go into the block first before we swipe. I see a lot of players try to catch that and throw it off the hand. You're going to miss a lot. So we got to feel that contact, and then the wrist is going to go. Good. Let's go tighter toss here. So we're going tight situation. Awesome. That's great. That's great. Okay. So in this situation, all right, I teach my players the ball only goes over if we're going to score. Okay. So we can do something called recycle. So instead of swiping, or if we don't have good leverage, push it in, play it again, and get another opportunity. Okay. Otherwise, we want to score, right? We want to tournament. We want to win this. So into the block, then the wrist goes up and out. I see a lot of people try to throw down. They don't have an opportunity on that sideline to play it, so the wrist goes up, and we can turn that hip and that shoulder and throw it off the outside hand. Okay, here we go. Inside and tight. Right idea. That's up and out. Right idea. We got to push in and twist. All right, so the idea here in all of these drills, I want to talk about my practices, my expectations. I want it messy. I don't want them to do it perfect every time. I want them to understand it, so they encode that in their memory, and in the game or in a drill, I can say, hey, that's the moment you use that, okay? They don't have to get it perfect. Getting 10 perfect reps in this situation isn't realistic, so I want them to understand it once, then I'll reference it when we get into the drills, okay? Next one we're going to do is the set is inside. So once you toss in here, the set is inside. Block, you can actually move the box slightly in. All right. Our options here, maybe that's that float. I can go hard off the inside hand. So if the block dives in, I'm going high off that edge. So you're going to go high, drop in. You guys are using that float off that inside hand. It'll be a high cover, or it'll be off the block out of bounds. Okay, so here we go. Yes, that's great right there. We can cover that. All right. If I'm going down and the block is there, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. All right, if it's the end of the match, block is at their best, I want an option to terminate in every situation here. So that's one, get the elbow back, really rip it. Second option here, the ball's inside. I'm going to have you guys run along the net and tip it along the net. I want you to recognize the ball's going to cross the net over here. Okay, we're aiming for this, this spot, zone 4, so it's an inside set. We're ready for that short ball. We're going that along the net tip here, okay? So this is just another option for them. Obviously, they can always recycle here. So on the inside, what's my option here? Awesome, that's great. Awesome. We're slow to fast on that attack here. Awesome, great, beautiful, okay? That's another option, all right? So for our what-if moments, okay? Next one, this one's gonna be a little tricky. We're gonna go a wide set, all right? This is not a way to terminate. This is a way to keep the ball in play and potentially score. Is get comfortable with something new. You guys are going to go roll shot left-handed, okay? So ball gets to your left shoulder. I see a lot of players try to go here. Just try to keep it in play with that left hand, all right? So this can save you in a rally if they can save that ball that's going too wide. Here we go, wide toss. Good. I'm going to go roll shot to the donut. You can go lefty on this. We'll go wide set. Let's go past the antenna a little bit off. Let's go off the net. Good. Left hand. You're just going to cuff it across. Notice this is not great. It's fine. This is practice. It's messy. All right? They get it one time. They can put the work in and learn it. Okay? But they know they have this as an option. Next one. We're going to go off the net. Okay? So we're going to go probably about 8 feet off. Now we're going to blast it edges of the block. Okay? We can float. We can spin. This is where we need to keep the ball in front of us so we have the vision. Be big on that block. We're going edges of the block, trying to catch that, okay? So when talking about end of the game, we're in pressure situations, you want to be able to score, okay? If you put a nice ball in against a good team, you guys can go. If you put a nice ball in, they're going to come back and they're going to score. So you got to be in a position where you can end the rally, all right? So might not catch it every time. You work on that vision, you can catch the edge of the block. Girls, you guys can wait on it a little bit and then go. Right idea there. Corey, you want to jump in as well? Awesome. All right, pause real quick. Last one. All right, this is probably not realistic. We don't attack from here every time. The game of volleyball is crazy and random. So you guys are going to start, every time you're going to pick a new spot to start from. So you can go extra wide, inside out, and we're going to work on the outside hand. So you're going to block normal, but we're worried about full rotate off the outside edge of the block. We're aiming up to the ceiling, using that wrist. We're going to go tooling that outside hand, okay? Here we go. Right idea, that's a great swing right there. So when I'm coaching, I want to reward the right attempt. It doesn't have to be the perfect result, but the right idea here, okay? So at the end of the game, you're gonna watch this weekend. I guarantee you, majority of the points in these long rallies are gonna end in this way off the block, okay? Against a good team, you're not gonna be able to hit it down into the court every single time, okay? Obviously you have great athletes that are really tall. You can do that. My team was a shorter team, so we had to be able to work with the block. So another mantra we had is the block is our friend, okay? That opened the mind of the pin hitters that I'm not scared of the block here, all right? That can be my friend. I can recycle, I can score. These are some things that are really helpful in those moments that you need that point.
Thank you for watching the JVA Coach to Coach video of the week.